But we begin tonight with the pandemic wreaking havoc on Alabama, where right now there are no more ICU beds available across the entire state. Tonight, a rare look inside what's arguably the epicenter of the COVID crisis here in America. News Nation's Devin Walsh from our Mobile, Alabama station WKRG was granted exclusive access to a COVID ward. So, Devin, right now, no ICU beds in Alabama. Other southern states are seeing a strain. So we hear about these rising numbers. We see these statistics. Seeing it in person is a completely different thing. Describe what it was like inside that hospital.
Oh, that's right, Nicole. We went inside one of the top 5 busiest hospitals in the state of Alabama for patients being treated for COVID. And you're right, we talk about these numbers, we hear the stories of these patients, but when you walk the halls and you go from room to room in PPE with 2 masks on and face shields and gowns and have to change clothes 10 different times, it is so stressful for the staff members, and it is devastating to see these patients. Nicole, they are so sick. I can't impress upon people how miserable they look. And as the nurses described to me, these patients basically are suffocating. It's horrible.
Well, and Devin, we're taking a look at some of the footage that you were able to get, and you described those patients. I know during previous surges, we saw a lot of older people. We saw the immunocompromised. Who are the patients this time around?
Well, this time around, they told me it's not just your grandparents. This time, it is people's parents, or it is people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. They are seeing a lot younger patients who are getting sicker a lot faster, and that's the difference here. It's not just people in their 80s and 90s who are dying of COVID. We have young people dying. I interviewed a young man who's 24. He's not going to die, but he said, I wish I'd gotten the vaccine because I didn't know that I was going to be this sick here in the ICU at this hospital.
Well, and speaking of your interviews, I know you had a chance to talk to some patients. You had a chance to talk to relatives of patients. Many of those interviews really resonated with you.
There was one, Nicole.
So I want everybody to understand that this is not a joke. It's not a hoax. It is serious. And Bailey is a healthy 24-year-old girl. And she's now in ICU, and it all happened in a week, in less than a week.
I'll tell you what, I mean, that is a mother of a 24-year-old young woman who is on a ventilator with a collapsed lung, who is dying right now. This was a healthy 24-year-old, and her mom was just crying and trying to tell people this is real, it's not a hoax, get vaccinated. And Nicole, that's the big problem here. We have over 90% of the people in the hospital are unvaccinated, and they are dying. It is real, it is not a hoax.
And my last question for you, Devin, we know that because there was such a strain on the ICU, other areas of the hospital had to be converted to care for those COVID patients. So what about the other patients? What about the non-COVID patients or the people who are trying to go to the emergency room, for example?
Good luck with that is basically what some of the doctors said. We went down to the emergency room, and there are patients stacked up in wheelchairs out the door with 8 ambulances outside also holding patients. Good luck if you have a heart attack or a stroke. They'll care for you, of course, the best they can. But at this point, they said they're getting to the point of triage medicine. It's almost like a war zone. This is not a good time to get sick in the state of Alabama and have to go to the hospital. I can promise you that.
Well, Devin Walsh from our Mobile, Alabama station, thank you for granting us access to your exclusive footage. We really appreciate it. And of course, we wish the best to the people of Mobile.